What kind of English is that, knacked? Well, you've been knocked the jam now, like knockout. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's an African expression for those who do not know. Welcome, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome, Africa and the rest of the world to Teke Talk with the Tekers on WhatsApp Lagos, on Nigeria's number one for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. What is my data used for? It's one of our focus. It's our focus today, and there are two parts. Because whenever we talk about data, what people think about, there are two things that come to mind. The two things that will come to mind. One of them is the internet bundle data, or internet bundles, or the data that you use to browse, which of course is a form of data, and then your information, your accounts, your emails, your phone numbers, your details online. So we have two parts of this. The first part, we try to look at the review of internet data management and explore the determinants of internet usage in Nigeria, and also we do an examination of internet usage pattern on socioeconomic benefits. All right, so we'll look at all these as we proceed. Like I said, on the show we also bring you our daily tech updates. That's a weekly tech updates. That's news in the world of tech. So we're going to commence with, first of all, for those who were here when mobile phones came on board. Let me start with this sharing story, or something that perhaps would bring some memories, and also a lot of people would be like, wow, we've come a long way. So it is actually 21 years since Nokia specifically launched 3310, which was a part of the lives of a lot of Nigerians. That's particular mobile phone that everyone wanted to have a piece of it, because Ojaboko fall, which simply means it falls and it doesn't break. Little did we know that 21 years down the line, it wouldn't even be a thing that people remember. So as we proceed today, perhaps we'll bring that news in full effect. You would also find out, I'll get to play maybe the sound, that Nokia sound, to remind us of some of that. And yes, it's actually, the GSM phone was actually first announced on the 1st of September. And that was some days ago in 2000. So it was released later that year, and it was retired 5 years later. I remember around 2001, that's when mobile phone entered. We don't get mobile phone for Nigeria and all things like that. So it's pretty much like one of the mobile phones that started with Nigerians, and someone would say, "Oh, there's Sergeant, there's Triumph." Before the days before screens had color, the days before screens had no buttons, as it were. But hey, just to remind us on that. But let's also bring you some news. We hear that the Security and Exchange Commission, that's SEC in Nigeria, has said that it has now set up a department that will study the cryptocurrency market in order to create regulatory policies for the sector. Now, the commission has sought to regulate the cryptocurrency market, or the crypto market, on the premise that cryptocurrencies are equally security transactions. Now, according to Yugoda, the regulation will be full frontal once crypto transactions are allowed back into the Nigerian banking system. Although SEC did not state the time frame, this information is an indication that crypto and fiat will soon reunite, will soon come back later. That cryptocurrency, if you remember, was, of course, the CBN came up to ban that in the country, and a lot of people talked about that. But now that, like last week, you heard about the news of the e-naira, which, of course, in itself, it's a kind of cryptocurrency. There's a cryptocurrency. It's a kind of course, it's digital currency, just like cryptocurrency. Yes, that means gradually, we never know. Maybe very soon they're going to say, no, you can trade crypto with Naira right now. And away from that, we hear that Twitter also might be giving us, before we get to that Twitter news, let's quickly bring you this very cheering news. And you might want to ask me, why are you bringing this? we try to also monitor the digital space, especially even the banking industry. And we hear that Access Bank has become Nigeria's largest bank by customer base and total assets after merging with, of course, the Diamond Bank 3 years ago. Now, since then, we hear that the deposits have grown to nearly 6 trillion. That's $15 million, and from about 3.5 trillion from six. That's about $8.5 million in 2018. So yes, and they are attributing their income via e-channels to jump to about 37%. That's about $73 million. So through the e-channels, they've been able to transact business and make that much. So why I'm bringing this news, and congrats to that bank, and why I'm bringing, and other banks also are celebrating, why I'm bringing this news is because we should realize that even irrespective of the level of lack of inclusion, financial inclusion in our industry occasioned by digitalization of the process of banking and, more digital products, because a lot of Nigerians cannot even afford a mobile phone that can get them to have access to, or the internet that will give them access to digital products by this bank. Of course, the reason why a lot of people also have been, excluded financially. Why I'm bringing this for you to know that more and more transaction, more banking in our lives, and it's, so many other things are going digital, and more people are trusting the process. So if you're still one of those that are saying, no, hold your cash in hand or make, stuff like that, you might just be losing out on so many opportunities in that space. Now, away from that, those local stories, let's get back to the international scene, or let's go to the international scene right now. Now, this news got my attention, and I felt that, look, guys, let's bring it on Teke Talk today to start and find out what Nigerians and Lagosians would say about that. This was occasioned by, personally, as a young parent, they say COVID children, they're just built differently. So my kid was like 9 months. He already could operate a mobile phone. So initially I was, taking aback, and I enjoyed it. And I saw him pick up my phone. By the way, if you can see the screen of my phone, it's all broken because, sometimes, it falls off his hand. Look at the screen now. Made up my mind, not fixing jack, because it's like the third phone. I'll bring all the phones that the screens have been bad. Shout out to Zane for doing that. But, he had access to my phone. He would pick it up, and then all he needs is for me to, if he could open my phone, the pattern of my phone, the lock pattern of my phone, he would do it. But he couldn't. So when I opened the phone for him, he goes, he navigates, he swipes, he goes left, right, and he knows what he's looking for. He goes to the app that he likes, and then he monitors the phone. So he uses the phone. He goes to the video he wants to watch. When there's no internet, he knows where to go to downloaded videos. And then sometimes he just goes to play music, and then he locks the phone and he's holding it around. I'm like, hello. So let's not deny the fact that children nowadays are built differently. We do not have exposure to some of this technology. We're growing up in the the analog. And the truth is, a lot of children grow up in that analog. There's just a transition, except for those who were born maybe even in the millennials, those who were born in 2000. They still did not have access to it. They grew up to find it. It was still not as much. So those who were born in the last 10, 15 years or less they are built differently. And then as we move forward, they are built differently. So what am I saying? I got to realize that the kid was getting addicted to it. So sometimes he cries a lot. He sees someone else's phone. He wants to have it. I'm like, yo, no. I'm not having this anymore. It's not fun. So Andrea and I agreed that, what, we are going to start, starving him, and changing it, giving him other things to distract him. And it's been tough, but we found a way of doing that, and it's working. But whenever he sees a mobile phone, he wants to go to it. I think it's their way, and we try as much not to allow them addicted, but at the same time, we gather it. But let's go to China now. We have China bans kids from playing online video games during the week, and which is one of the ways you want to adopt. And China has put in place a new policy that limits online video game playing for young people to 3 hours a week. 3 hours a week. Now, the new rules restriction online gaming for those under the age of 18 to 1 hour in the evening on Fridays, weekends, and public holidays. Wow. Now, the restriction took effect on Wednesday. They were announced by the China's National Press and Publication Administration, the NPPA. This agency is responsible for regulating video games. So let's understand, responsible for regulating video games. So it's key. Now, China is the world's largest video gaming market. Now, China's government has was worried for years, has been worried for years about young people becoming addicted to games. Treatment centers have been set up in the country for people thought to have developed what is described as the gaming disorders. Now, the NPPA in China said that the new limits were issued to deal with the growing concern that online gaming was affecting the physical and mental health of children. In 2018, however, Chinese officials also expressed concern that gaming might be causing rising rates of eyesight problems among young people. Now, Chinese state media reported that about 63% of Chinese minors play online games often. Now, about 13% of underage mobile game users are believed to play them for more than 2 hours a day on every weekday. So that's like a lot. So they have the statistics. But I'm just, oh dear Nigeria, oh dear Nigeria, how are we? If you know how much kids these days are addicted to not just mobile phones but gaming, even at the underage, you just want to say, God, when? This is a current call to the NITDA or whatever, the Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. See, it's beyond making policies to, for fintechs and finding out what are they doing, want to probe and all that. It is about making policies that would impact the lives of our citizens and our children. How come nobody's talking about that? How come? How come we all have to rely on the private sector to help save the situation? It comes to if you go to cybersecurity, there's little or no information from government quarters to help people to be cyber safe, except for once in a while NCC text message I receive: beware not to share your data. Sensitization has gone beyond that. NCC. Oh, guys, we have to address these things. I'm worried because I'm a parent and I'm looking at how will I now be dealing with this if my kids grow up and then they're all addicted to these things, because these things are available. You keep bringing policies to bring mobile phones to the country. They'll bring different kinds of mobile phones. Do you know the number of mobile phones that get into this country or the new on a daily basis? Go to Computer Village and find out how many people have these things are coming in. You're dumping them here, and your citizens is affecting them. They're getting addicted to them, and nobody's doing anything about it because they'll be like, that's not Nigeria's problem. But hey, guys, Chinese government was able to identify that children are affected physically and mentally. Their eyesight is affected, their mental health is affected as a result of addiction to what? Gaming. Video gaming, which is, of course, a common technology that we all have, even in Nigeria. So I don't know what parents think about that. Is it time for us to start calling on the government to do something in that regard? Or would you just say, well, Collins, leave that, we have not got in there. Let our children just be affecting themselves and be going. God will help us. Is that where you stand? Let us know as we proceed. Remember, you can comment on any of the news stories on Teke Talk today by calling us at 0700 993 993 993. And still on the tech updates, let's get back to away from China. We hear something about WhatsApp being fined about $267 million for breaching EU's privacy rules. All right. Another area here. Privacy rules. All right. So WhatsApp has been fined $225 million. That's about a million pounds? No, euros. That's about $267 million, for breaking the European Union's data privacy rules. Ireland Data Protection Commission, that's the DPC, recently announced the decision. Now, the regulator said WhatsApp failed to tell Europeans how it handles their personal data and information it collected and used, as well as how WhatsApp shares data with Facebook. So, you see this matter of data, a conversation which we're going to push in and get into it today, it's coming to the fore again. And WhatsApp has been ordered to make updates on its already lengthy privacy policy and change how it notifies users about sharing their data. This will bring it into compliance with the Europe's General Data Protection Regulation. Europe has a General Data Protection Regulation. Does Africa have? Oh, let's leave Africa. It's too well. Let's break it down. Does Nigeria have data protection? I know that the Digital Rights Bill, which of course has in its outlines the Digital Rights Bill. If you have not read it, you could just check out the proposal of that bill. It proposes to also protect the data of Nigerians online, including how these apps, deal with the data of these Nigerians, the data of Nigerians online. And I'm asking, does Nigeria have a data protection regulation, general data protection regulation? Well, Europe has it, and they are suing WhatsApp for not complying with the guidelines, or not complying with their privacy, not complying with this particular guidelines that guide the data information and collected data of Europeans. So I'm just here. Why is it important? Why is data important? We've talked about this before. We keep talking about it. Quickly, WhatsApp is committed to providing a secure and private service. To that news, we have worked, that's according to WhatsApp, they responded. We have worked to ensure the information we provide is transparent and comprehensive, and we continue to do so, the spokesman of WhatsApp said concerning this. The decision by the DPC began with an investigation in 2018 and is the second largest fine levied under the GDPR, that's the General Data Protection Regulation. In July this year, Amazon was fined a record $887 million for breaching the EU privacy law. So that's another story you want to comment on. Feel free to call me and we talk about it as we proceed. All right. And it's crazy to think that we hear that TikTok has overtaken YouTube for average watch time in the US and the UK. And, we don't have plenty of data concerning that in Nigeria. But I know that TikTok is one app that Nigerians are on. Nigerians are there for fun, to take their minds off the wahala that government is giving them, to take their minds off the stress of Lagos traffic and all that. So yes, it's so much fun. It's like an energizer. But we hear that right now TikTok is like overtaking YouTube, and little doubts why YouTube also introduced YouTube Shorts, which we talked about some time ago on our social media. Of course, on our Teke Talk conversation. So, Lagos, let's hear a bit from you as regarding the stories, specifically the one that has to do with kids banned from playing online video games during the week. Now, if the government cannot come up because we do not have an NPPA like China, or even if we do have, they're perhaps very busy dealing with fintechs and other companies, and they're not looking at a family. Do you think this is something families should imbibe? And is your child addicted to video gaming? Have you been worried on how to deal with that? Will this work? Have you come up with a strategy of giving them no? You can only do how many? Like China is saying that they can only do what? Online during the week. They said they will do just 2 hours once a week, and the weekend also they have just a few. Okay, no, let's say 2 hours a day on weekdays. I mean, no, that's not 2 hours a day for weekday. Come on, I'll get that straight up. It's okay. This is it. It's for those under the age of 18, they only have 1 hour in the evening on Fridays, weekends, and holidays. Just 1 hour of gaming in the entire week. I can see, Lai, you're looking like you're a gamer. Are you a gamer? So, what do you think about that? Are you addicted to gaming? The answer is yes, but answer it still. What do you think about this policy, Lai? Why is Ruth? I need you on here. What do you think about that? Do you think that, let's talk about your gaming experience.
I wouldn't say I'm addicted to gaming.
Yeah.
I game a lot.
Okay. Yeah. So you game a lot. What do you think about this policy? Is this something that, if not the government, at least parents should adopt? If your parents told you this, would you think it's a good direction?
I think it's quite extreme.
It's extreme. 1 hour.
That's crazy.
I mean, one is gaming. So how much does gaming mean to you? How much? What do you get from it? Because sometimes you might need to let others understand the benefits of what you do for you to to for them to understand you from your perspective. What are the benefits apart from entertainment?
Socializing. I meet a lot of new people online
Okay.
from gaming. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. We'll find time and talk about gaming. We've done that before, and I'll get you and Emmanuel. I don't know if Ruth plays gaming. Ruth is spending so much is busy on Instablog much more than just.
Of course, now we need to know what is trending like on social media.
So you don't do
No,
gaming
no,
at
no,
all.
no, no.
What do you think about the policy? I think you say yes. Let me guess.
I'm not a gamer, but then I think it's okay considering the fact that kids spend a lot of time and money and lie. They ask for their personal data before they can
Yeah.
actually like sign up for these games, and most of
Yeah.
them lie a lot. So I feel it's a very good thing.
Maybe that's what their parents' money is going on. Data, buying of data, which we'll talk about. Remember.
Approximately 24,000 naira a month in naira.
Wow.
Imagine.
Oh boy. We'll be right back, guys. After the break to hear more from you, Lagosians, on the stories on Teke Talk today. And then we'll talk about the data. What is my data for? We'll be right back.
What's up, Lagos, baby? Get set.
In an ever
Lagos and Nigeria's number one for talk 99.3 Nigeria Info. It is Techie Talk time, and we are talking technology. Now, before we switch up to a way to quickly bring you the talk on our data, just bring you some statistics and also get to hear from you. We talked about the gaming being banned in China. We want to hear from you, parents. If you're out there, you want to comment on this. We'll get to hear your position on this. And some parents just encourage it. They just decide to say, you know what, forget it. It's a big game. If they just want their time, their them time. They just say, go have it. You can have the game for as long as you want. It's just so they can be, they can be with themselves and be alone. And now you know that it could affect them. And even though there are benefits, like you heard from Lai, Ollie, if you like, that he socializes. But it takes a whole lot. It takes a whole lot to even do this gamings. And they're so designed in such a way that, they're addictive in nature. And some of them, you have to spend some money to have the games. So I don't know if you as a parent, you're cool with that, or you would like to adopt the China style, buying your kids, give them a week, 1 hour a week. And always say public holidays and weekends, 1 hour. Lie is nothing like la. I'm going to talk to, I'm going to just hint, your parents might just be listening, they might just decide to put that up, and I trust your obedience. You listen. Let's take a call. What's up, Lagos? Oh my, that was loud. 0700 993 993 993. Let's hear a call or two before then. Do not also forget that we have an opportunity awaiting you. We'll be talking to a very good friend. That's talking about Oluwafemi Olaniran. He's a digital business consultant, and he'll be talking to us about the opportunities for wealth creation in the digital age as we proceed on the show today. But let's hear from Lagos first. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Colin. What's up, Lagos?
What's up, Lagos? Just alive.
Yes, Adegoke from Lekki.
Hi, Adegoke. Let's talk.
Yeah, well, for the game restriction, I think maybe China, they're always extreme in what they do.
Okay.
So maybe they have been too extreme. Well, it's all left to the parents to monitor their children. You don't just give out the phone to your child without monitoring child using that phone. It depends on the age of that child too.
Yeah.
We don't know the age range which they said they can be limited to games. Maybe they are kids between 5 to 10, or maybe if they are teenagers, they too can still be monitored too. But when somebody is like 18 now and have free access to the phone,
Yeah.
even kids now, so they go to sites that even parents don't go to.
That's right.
Not being there, you get. So just like you have your cable stations, they also have, you can lock it and then restrict the stations they can actually watch. So I think those features should be put in place.
All right.
To help to monitor the children.
Okay. Thank you.
And for TikTok and co, I know TikTok, when it comes to entertainment, people just want to waste time and just, pass out time. It's more like it's a sign that we have people who just want to while away time, and have fun. And you see many people, they tell, I cannot refer somebody, but you are busy pushing Davido's video to people and gossiping about Big Brother, but you cannot invite somebody to refer somebody to a program that will pay you money. You get you just post videos and waste your data, while you can actually make money from that data, from all those videos you are just posting anyhow like that. Especially our ladies. So our ladies, you just put you just dance away the time, dance away data. They will come and meet also the guys to buy them data.
I see that's your point. Now when they pay you with that?
Do something reasonable without to bring money, not every time urgent 2K. I get
Shots fired. Come on, be great. Okay. Man, that is so painful. Ladies, man, I'm sure they're gonna fight this. You're shaking tables. I don't want to do on that table, ladies. So follow ladies. I call them urgent 2K. It's gonna. I don't know, man. But I mean, truth be told, some ladies are like that, but not all ladies. I know a number of ladies who make a lot of money just twerking on TikTok, or doing different challenges on TikTok. Why do you laugh? Twerking, is it a bad thing? It's not, is it? I mean, it's African to twerk, Ruth. It's African to twerk. It's African. Check all the African dances we have. Have you seen an Igbo woman dance? They are fully Igbo dance. What's different between that and a bit of twerking? It has twerking in its effect. Have you been to Cote d'Ivoire? Have you seen in Cote d'Ivoire Mapoka dance? No, that was extreme a bit, but Mapoka dance is also a bit of twerking, man. It's African to twerk, just to say. Before you hold me, man. People are saying, what's twerk? What are you saying? Come to the mic. What are you saying? As people from afar, as if you don't be whispering like Whiskey on one dance with Drake. Wind it on. Anyways, guys, we are getting to that point where we talk about the opportunities just before then. But let me lay the foundation of data. So today's conversation on data will not be. It's not about. It's actually not about your data. Your like information online. It's about mobile data. We talked about gaming. Now I just got information that apart from you using your data to browse to play some of these video games, and someone is making money from it. I don't know if gamers make money from playing games. They do.
Absolutely.
Have you made money before from playing games?
I don't game that seriously. But
Okay, for serious guys that make money, how do they make bets? Betting or what?
Cups, competitions.
Okay.
Various ways.
All right, great. So there's money making opportunities for gamers, but for the majority of those who are gaming, especially our kids, they're gaming there, they're spending money to game. I mean, if you can afford it, it's okay. Some games are as high as 12,000 naira. You buy it, you own it, 24,000, somewhat like 24,000 naira. And then you have to now use data to now browse it. So that's why today we decide to start our data conversation from the perspective of browsing data, like bundle internet, because we all have that in our lives. I was going to ask a question that if you're going to vote for your favorite internet service provider, what would that be? So you can send us I almost said tweet, but you can send us a WhatsApp message to tell us who your favorite internet service provider is, because these days now complain everywhere, we just complain. Let's know your favorite. Maybe you'll be helping someone get the best, and be very fair with it. So let's get the foundation of this. We're talking about internet today. Computer scientist, if you don't know, Vayton Cerf, if you like, Bob Kahn, credited to with inventing the internet communication tools. It was which we all use today, so remember the names. Remember that someone invented it, and they are given that credit, as it were. And is a system that referred to as the internet on January 1, 1983. So the internet was set up and invented in 1983. Now the internet is a global system of connected computer networks that uses the internet protocol suite to communicate between networks and devices. So internet data is used at any time we connect to the internet over the mobile phone connection, or that is not Wi-Fi, to browse, and the web, and check emails, now play video games, download music, and more. While the mobile data is internet content delivered to mobile devices such as smartphones and the tablets over a wireless circular connection. Now the internet has helped us with connectivity, no doubt. It has helped us with communication. It has helped us with information, with knowledge, with learning, and with socializing, with selling. That's online marketing or merchandising online, and banking. I mentioned banking. I talked about Access Bank just a while ago, and shopping, entertainment. We talked about TikTok and all that, collaborations, and access to global workforce. So you can hire anybody from anywhere, and you too, you can be hired from anywhere. This is possible because of internet. Without the internet, before now, you cannot examine. You cannot just. You remember those days? How do you even reach out to people? So it's a great deal. But have you ever asked yourself, how much data do I use? Like, have you asked yourself, like, how much data do you use? Smartphones and tablets smartphones, tablets, and such devices, they revolve around data. So you can, how your phone is almost like useless without data, right? Can anyone relate to that? Whenever you don't have data, you don't have internet. It's just the phones are built in such a way that without data, man, all you have is the free game on Google. When you go on Google, you don't have data. Have you ever been offline with Google? There's a free game with an umbrella where you jump. Look at him, look at me. You know that game, right? Most Nigerians know this because when data finished, man, you have to get busy. But I hate that game because there's nothing like higher score. There's nothing like that. I guess it's to remind you, boy, you don't have data and all that. So yes, our mobile phones and they all revolve around data. And we want to find out, have you ever asked yourself, like, how much data do you use? So after all, we need data in order to do all the fun things, on our gadgets, like I mentioned earlier. So we are used to hearing all about kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes by now. But do you know exactly what you can do with them and how far they go? That's a question I'm asking you. I need you to think about this. Well, the apps that use the most data typically are the apps that you use the most. So it depends on your lifestyle. Now, for a lot of people, Facebook, and it's good. They keep suggesting videos for you, and you keep going, and they keep hearing your information through access to your data. Through you giving them access to your privacy, so they know what you're talking about. So that way they can suggest specific videos for you that would guide you, and you think like, hey man, I like food. Or the next thing you start seeing food videos on Facebook. You stay there, burn your data. All right, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Netflix. Someone said Netflix is not made for Nigerian data. You know, our internet is not right for Netflix. So people do not even know how some movies actually really look, because their data is streaming at a lower rate, if you know what I'm saying. So Snapchat, Telegram, Twitter, YouTube, and all these. So if you use any of these apps daily, then you might need to change the setting to reduce how the data is used, because we're just guiding you. A lot of people are saying, my data just finished. I mean, my children are stealing it. The average smartphone owner uses about 2 gig to 5 gig of data each month. That's average, but most people, I know some people 2 gig, that's 2 hours, that's 1 hour, because of how they use. And you need to find out how much data you use, and we'll give you more of this tip next week. We'll get into details of this, and also, but you just think and ask yourself, how much data do I use personally, and see how you can manage your life. COVID has affected us. A lot of people are not making as much as they used to, and you can't afford to be offline. So it's smart for you to find a way of managing your data. I know the internet service providers will be like, yo, Collins, man, you don't want people to buy data. No, I'm talking to those who cannot afford. All right, I know you have packages for those who cannot afford. All right. Anyways, we'll end that conversation for here today. Here today, and we'll move on now to bringing you an opportunity for those who are looking at this digital age. How can one make money? Where is the money? What are the opportunities to create wealth? What are the opportunities? We hear about things that are, they say it's easy, but at the end of the day, you hear the thing will not be as good as you expected. What I ordered versus what I got. So we on Teke Talk on a weekly basis, we try to give you information. I say news you can use to improve your life, news you can use to improve your income. We have one of our regular friends in the studio with us. He spoke to us last week, and he spoke to us last week via virtually. And last week our conversation was away from this, and we asked him about the e-naira, and it was a great conversation. And of course, we are looking forward to how that would turn out as we proceed. We have I mentioned earlier Oluwafemi Olaniran. He is a business or digital business consultant, and he joins us now for the next few minutes. We'll talk about the opportunity for wealth creation in the digital age. What's good, Femi? How are you doing? Good to have you in the studio. Yes, quite a while. The last time you were here was some years ago. Yes. Physically. Great to have you. So, man, let's hit the ground running. I mean, you are a digital business consultant. You've been in the space for a while, and we have been following up your conversation. Recently, we had a conversation. I was like, a lot of people have been reaching out to me like, how can we make money? In fact, I screen grabbed one of the messages so that people should know that this is not. Some people just send me DM on Facebook, send me DM on YouTube. I'd say YouTube. Send me DM on Instagram, asking me this specific question. I'm like, I said, if I know this, if you have know this, I will tell you, just kidding. But hey, I know a number of people who are milking the opportunities that are available in our world today. Now, this came in from a friend, someone on Facebook. He says, the name, okay, I didn't get, okay, mentioned. He just didn't mention the name. It's, good morning, sir. I'm a big fan of Nigeria Info. Nice to meet you here, sir. I need you to help on skills and that I can learn online, or how I can make money online. I am an apprentice right now. I'm trying to move to the online space and take advantage of the number of opportunities that are out there. And I know that in so many industries right now, the advent of technology and the advent of online, if you like, has brought about multiple opportunities. Definitely. And a lot of people are not aware of this. Definitely. I mean, you have been involved in a number of such opportunities. Yeah. Can we talk about a few? And or if you have any specific one that we can talk about to see how people can milk the opportunities, the cash cow opportunities that are out there in the online space.
Right. Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Oluwafemi Olaniran. So basically, when people think about multiple streams of income, wealth creation as it were, they usually think about running multiple jobs. Mm-hmm. But what the digital interventions have helped us to achieve is that you can actually run you can get multiple streams of income without actually having multiple jobs. You need to start thinking of multiple streams of income in terms of a global view.
Okay.
Because the world is now connected.
That's right.
And we have businesses that you can do from from your location, but can pay you from different parts of the world. We have those kind of opportunities because of the digital interventions that we have currently. So basically, many of the opportunities that exist right now will range from e-commerce, range from cryptocurrency, social media, virtual assistants, and many others. But I'll just talk briefly on some of the things. But I'll start with the people which have skills right now.
Okay.
You can actually develop your skill into competence and package this skill into a digital product, and you can sell to people. A lot of people are looking for opportunities, just like that person actually said. There are a lot of people who have information that they can share to that kind of person, and the person will be glad to actually pay a particular fee for that. Now, can anyone do this? Everybody can do this. It's just basically having the tool to guide you to actually put whatever you have as a skill or talent into expertise and put in a digital product that people can pay you for. But aside that, we also need to understand that, what everybody cannot do actually pays much. And I'm talking about the likes of cryptocurrency trading. I'm talking about e-commerce. When you are able to master these tools, you can actually you can decide what you want your own income to be.
All right, and let's talk about e-commerce, because we're in a commercial city, Lagos, and of course, Lagos is known for commerce. Just walk around the streets, man. It takes just a second before you know it. Market on the sell. Before you know it, if 6 people they come somewhere every day, before you know it, person on the open. If you start the shops, if you start, and that's Lagos for you, and it's a statement of fact. So let's look at e-commerce. So a lot of people have not been able to understand how to translate that, or their industry, the industry that they're in, how it operates online, how they can move it from the commercialization they're doing physically to an e-commerce space, and how they can tap into that. So let's talk about a few opportunities and how specifically people can take advantage of e-commerce.
All right, so for e-commerce, because that's my own area of specialty, I would just say that there are a lot of people who can everybody can leverage on e-commerce in one way or the other. The notion that e-commerce is supposed to be one big platform, one giant platform, is what makes people scared of it, or people don't understand the basic detail about it. E-commerce just majorly talks about you being able to sell online. And you can sell online with basic tools. You can sell online with platforms. We have platforms. You can sell online with even Google My Business, for instance. You understand? So you can create. But basically, where I will start from is that everybody at this time should be able to create a website. It should be like you sending an email to people. That is what being able to have a website, because that's like your digital footprint. That's where people can get information about your products and services, and that's like the first thing. Now, how do you now then monetize whatever you have on your website? Is what we call e-commerce. And there are different ways. You can actually use paid adverts. You could use Google, for instance. You can use Facebook. Everybody should be able to run a Facebook ad. These things are basic. There are a lot of tutorials on it already. And also, you can also use platforms. We have Wakanda. We have the likes of Gigi, Jumia. A whole lot of it that you can just create a store. You can put your products there, and you can begin to access the global wealth. Like a lot of people are searching every day for products and services that you are providing, but because you're still confined in one physical location, that is limited to the number of people that passes by or something. But you need to think globally and know that the world is connected.
All right, great. I know that you have a number of events that you get to dish out this information. And you recently told me about something you're coming up, that create your wealth or own your...
Yes, recreate your life.
Recreate your life.
Yes.
And I was really I was very interested in it, because you had to do with, you hear that, the sound of that, recreate your life, because we need a lot of recreation right now. COVID affected us.
Everybody.
Kimakparo, you hear me? Yeah, COVID came as a storm and then just changed everything. If your life was going like this, first of all, first stop, pause, and you now think. So that word recreation got my attention, and the fact that you can recreate your life and your wealth and control. I said no, I'm getting interested. Tell me a bit about that.
All right. So the first thing we need to also talk about is psychology.
Okay.
Because a lot of content and stuffs are already online right now. That people start at the beginning and they get it bottleneck and they withdraw.
Okay.
So most of the time, people are not even they are not sure of where to start because they start and they get discouraged. So we saw that okay, the best way to actually go about this is to actually create a kind of a mentorship for people, where people can actually go through these skill sets, having the right information that we have used, that has worked for us, having something to start working on immediately that you can begin to use to test your skills. And that's basically the Recreate Your Life idea comes to be. So that we take it through a part of learning the right skill set, knowing the right videos to watch, because there are a whole lot of information out there. That's one of the disadvantage of the information age. You have so many information and you don't know how to harmonize this information to bring value to you.
Right.
So that is what we're trying to do with Recreate Your Life vision. I'm a partners of investors and some business owners. Many of them are top business owners in Nigeria here. And some of them are startup founders, and they're basically saying, okay, what if we can have a community of people where we can actually mentor them? The youths, a lot of people they're probably just doing stuff that they don't understand. So if there's a way we can actually bring them together and actually have a way to mentor people, then that would be a very good idea.
Man, that sounds great. And for those who have been reaching out and saying, Collins, Teke Talk, you can count on Teke Talk to bring you the smartest minds in this space. And I must say that Oluwafemi Olaniran or Femi Laniran is one of the greatest minds, smartest minds around the space. And he's been doing a lot. The last time we used to have tete-a-tete. The last time I had a tete-a-tete, he was telling me about, man, I can tell you, I don't want to mention the amount, how much you made. I said, boy, have fun. Show me the way now. Why are you doing this to me? From just the knowledge of e-commerce and how you can navigate your way. So I take this very seriously. I know that I don't know if I should ask you about this, but do you have an event coming up very soon, or maybe an opportunity where people can reach out to you to a place where some of us can gather and get this knowledge and also event? Would you want to share a bit about that? Because a lot of people listening right now, perhaps the next question is, man, I need this guy. I need to talk to him. I need to find out how I can leverage on his knowledge.
Okay, awesome. So basically we want this to be virtually,
okay,
so that everybody, wherever the location you are, you can actually tap into the connection.
Okay.
So basically you can just reach out to me on Instagram, Oluwafemi Olaniran @FemFem.
Okay.
They send me a DM as digital, then we'll take it up from there. But across platform, Oluwafemi Olaniran @FemFem, and we'll be able to connect you, because purely digital is going to be through virtual trainings. And also, so if we're going to have physical events, it will be people who have reached out to me that will get access to those events.
So I would take that again. Oluwafemi
Olaniran
@FemFem.
FIRM.
All right. So
FIRM
FEM. So @FemFem. So Lagos, you've heard that. If you do have a question, maybe you are, trying to go into e-commerce and you're thinking of how do I run this? How do I don't have too much knowledge. You can call us, and he's right here. He can answer directly your question, but just go straight to the point because I have limited time. This is an opportunity for those listening live right now. Hello, good morning.
Adebowale Oludotu Nigeria Limited is a need for nationwide distributors for canny paper. Canny paper is the newly upgraded high-quality household tissue paper made from imported raw wood pulp. Canny tissue paper is purely natural, created with high-quality products, delicate and impeccable in every detail, only worthy of your extraordinary taste. It can be used indoors, in the kitchen, outdoors, in the cars, and restaurants and bars. It can also be used as a sanitary towel for ladies in the case of an emergency, and it is totally safe to use for babies. Today, Canny Paper Co. Limited boasts of modern factories, world-class production equipment, industry-leading production technology, and high-quality raw materials. You can locate us at Kilometer 14, Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway, opposite Obasanja Farm. To be a distributor, please call Corriere on 0703-065-4058 or 0805-828-5090 for more information. Adebowale Oludotu Nigeria Limited is a need for nationwide distributors for canny paper. Canny paper is the newly upgraded high-quality household tissue paper made from imported raw wood pulp. Canny tissue paper is purely natural, created with high-quality products, delicate and impeccable in every detail, only worthy of your extraordinary taste. It can be used indoors, in the kitchen, outdoors, in the cars, and restaurants and bars. It can also be used as a sanitary towel for ladies in the case of an emergency, and it is totally safe to use for babies. Today, Canny Paper Co. Limited boasts of modern factories, world-class production equipment, industry-leading production technology, and high-quality raw materials. You can locate us at Kilometer 14, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, opposite Obasanja Farm. To be a distributor, please call Corriere on 0703-065-4058 or 0805-828-5090 for more information.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back. Teke Talk is wrapping up shortly, but we have a call. Hello, good morning. Oh la la. Okay, we get into that. So you give out that it's a fem. That's firm fem on all social media platforms. For those who want to get more information about this, let me check out on WhatsApp the messages we've got. All right, so I want to say thank you so much. I'm watching you live on Facebook, and I'm enjoying your guests, and I say thanks for that. Quickly, we'll wrap this up. Concerning e-commerce, and those who want to go into that, we just wanted to give them like a word of what do you call it? What they should hold on to as they try to navigate their way on, using the digital age to, increase their wealth or create wealth for themselves. Key things that they should just hold on to as they listen as we leave the studio right now.
All right. So basically, I just want everyone to know that the world is connected. The world is global. It's now a global village. So anything that you're currently doing, whether it's a service or a product, there is a way that you can tap into the digital space to make sure that you reach more people and be able to actually sell more or to do more of your service, of your product. And that's basically what you should be looking out for. The whole idea of multiple streams of income and having different jobs is going to burn you out. I've been there, but the best way that you can actually navigate this right now is to think of the world as a global village and look for ways in which you can actually earn from either multiple locations or be engaged in business opportunity that does not confine you to your current limitations of environment. All
right, good. I'm going to give you a very key something. You can take advantage of this. You could actually get more information and more opportunities. Go to anglexdigital.com. Anglexdigital.com. And great job you're doing, Femi. And I must say, more power to your elbow. And thanks for speaking with us today on Teke Talk.
It was nice having you.
Absolutely, guys. Don't forget, it's Femi.
Fem.
Yeah, Fem. All right, no, not Femi, Fem. All right, on all social media platforms. See the calls coming in. Don't you know when to call? Let me squeeze one. Just this one. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. What's up, Lagos?
Cheers to live. Good morning. You're the last and the only caller to.
Yes.
So let's hear you.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Do you have a question or comment quickly?
Yeah, I want to play 1 minute.
Oh, one a minute. 1 minute. Go. Minute one. All right. Let's see if we can do that now. Oh man, he's gone, unfortunately. So, but we have to run away. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Well, that's it. The news coming up right now. I've worked with Ruth Kadri, Ollie. Also, not forgetting. That's Ollie. That's Olaiwola, by the way. And a shout out to Andrea for leaving me alone today. Not to worry, she'll be back before you know it. To those who missed her, don't worry, she'll be back before you know it. Dikpo Mowari, thanks for the support. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I'm out of here. The news coming up. Don't forget to be Nigerian. There's power in being Nigerian. Remember that. You're special.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's